Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Melody Trice Show. And today, my special guest, she has been living life unlimited. She just wrapped a short film called Chloe's Song, starring one of her amazing students. And now she's in the process of producing her own feature film called Odessa. You know she's voted celebrity coach, right? Here in Hollywood, my special guest, Amy Linden. So welcome to the show.
You didn't tell them that you're one of my favorite students.
I am
That's
one of her
right.
students,
She's one of my
right?
favorite students.
Oh, thank you. I just love you so much, and I'm so glad that you're here. So I want to talk about Chloe's song that you guys just wrapped up. So.
You know what's great about that? You know, as an actor, we're always waiting. We're always waiting for an opportunity. We're always waiting for the phone to ring. We're always at the mercy of others.
Yeah.
You know? Well, my student, she didn't have her SAG card, and for some people, that's a huge problem. And so she wasn't able to get to the next level. So I said, you know what? Once you write something, well, it turned into a big deal. We hired a DP, a production crew, craft service. I mean, it was big. Yeah, once you hire craft service, you know you're in.
Yeah, you in there.
You're in. And so she became a producer on it.
Wow.
And she hired me to direct it, and I helped her rewrite it. And now it's on the festival circuit. We just sent it to Sundance.
Well, see, that's one awesome thing about coming taking your class is the fact that a person know that they can be unlimited. Like she just wanted a demo?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. She started out as a demo. I said, no, heck with the demo. Let's think big.
Think big.
Think a short film, you know, and that's what she did.
Wow.
And so now it's on the circuit. We just finished it, we just finished post and got it into Sundance on time, and she's been submitting it to all these festivals, which has been just phenomenal.
And one of the things too, she didn't even realize she can actually produce.
Oh my goodness, you know, you're so right, because now she's obsessed with it. She bought all the books on it. Now she wants to be a producer also.
Wow.
And so not only is she an actress, she's a hyphenated, and I think we all need to be hyphenated.
Well, you know who she get it from, right?
Yeah, thank you.
She get it from Amy.
That's it.
Because see, you act as well, you know, and then being a celebrity booking coach here in Hollywood, like the place to be. I think that's amazing with the awesome 15 guidelines that everybody
my mapped booking. Yeah, just to let everybody know, I have 4 network series regulars, and a quarter of those network series regulars have no other training but in my technique that I created.
Your own technique.
Yeah, and I just went to the post office 2 days ago and sent a book to Sweden.
Wow.
I mean, I get misty every time. And Cambodia just put a video of mine on demand. It's just beautiful how all over the world I can help people work as actors and thrive.
You're the true example of living life unlimited. Like, I know that's like my saying, but I'm serious because from acting yourself to an acting coach, helping other people, being a booking coach, not just teaching them how to act, but then helping them to produce their own film. And you helped direct it, but you also helped her write it.
Yes. What I do is I clean it up, because I'm a writer myself. But you know what? I don't love writing because then I have to be by myself. I'd rather be with a bunch of people. I like hanging out with a bunch of people.
Me too.
And have a party. So I'm not like, I don't want to be by myself. So, that's the thing about writing. But what's great about writing is you have all these beautiful characters in your head all day, and so you're playing all those people, just like an actor.
So let's also talk about your feature film that you're about to do called Odessa.
What a journey with that movie. I originally I took my entire savings account in 2000, believe it or not. And Yolanda King, Dr. King's daughter, eldest daughter, she passed, but she was my Odessa.
Wow.
And what a blessing that was. And that film won so many awards on the circuit. And so the feature film screenplay is inspired by the multi-award winning short. But I mean, they say it takes over 10 years to get something made, and it's not a lie, because that screenplay has been through, I think, like 8 different producers.
Wow.
And so then I said, you know what? I'm gonna take this on and do it myself. So I hired a fabulous casting director, Valerie McCaffrey, and I saved up some money, and I said, let's make it happen, Captain. And so she just went out to Queen Latifah's company, and Queen Latifah, which would be perfect if you're watching, Queen. I want you.
I want you.
I want you. Yes. Oh my God, she would be my dream. But everybody's got a dream for
But you know what? When you was telling me about it, I was thinking about Monique.
Somebody else said
I
Monique.
did. I was like,
she's on the list.
I was-
Somebody else said Monique.
I said Monique would be perfect for your film. I really did.
You know what?
I literally
will,
saw her doing
I'll
that.
talk to Valerie about that, but that's if the Queen.
Yeah, if Queen,
If
you
Queen,
know,
we're gonna wait on
yeah,
Queen
you know,
first.
because that would be amazing. Queen Latifah is amazing. She played a lot of good parts.
Yeah, and she's also America's sweetheart, and
Yeah.
Odessa represents America, and it represents the, forgiveness and love, and it's a great story. It's really a beautiful story.
So
And,
what-
well, that's why I've had so many producers on it. So it's just that you don't want to sit back and think about what didn't work. You gotta keep moving forward on what's going to work, and so that's what's happening with that project now.
And you didn't stop because
No.
if you had it way back in 2000, you didn't
No,
stop.
it went
This
on the festival
2000.
circuit for 2 years, and it won every festival. I mean, it did great. It played at the closing night ceremony in Harlem at the Magic
Wow.
Johnson Theater. That's where it
Wow.
played, and she was there too.
So did you modernize it since then? Like,
No, it's just inspired by it. It really does not match the short. The screenplay is a lot more. It's a lot edgier. It's almost like it's way more urban. It's got a To Kill a Mockingbird,
Type feel.
Antoine Fisher kind of a feel to it.
so
It's a tearjerker. It's like my friend said it's a 7 tissue.
that's, oh
I'm
my
like, 7
God.
tissue, that's good.
That's-
And she says she was wimpy, so she says, but for the most people, a 3 tissue. I'm like, good.
Wow, but you know what? Those kind of films like that, it really makes you want to not even want to get up to use the bathroom. You know how you want to use the bathroom?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm scared if I get up, I may miss
Yeah, you
something.
might miss something.
So, I think that's awesome. What
It's
really
it's a good story.
what really inspired you to say, okay, now is the time? When you was doing Chloe's song or when
You know what? It was the Chloe song, and I love directing, and I've been directing for years. I've directed like 5 different projects.
Wow.
But never a feature, and I always thought, well, somebody else would be directing it, like somebody bigger than me.
But you're
And then I thought,
big.
oh, that's what I said, and that's when I
Okay.
said, what is wrong with you, Amy Linden? You pull your big girl panties up and get going. And so that's what happened. So I said, I'm going to do this. And Valerie McCaffrey even said to me, she said, nobody else is directing this, Amy.
Yeah.
You're directing it. And I said, yeah, word from God, thank you.
Yes, because you have it. You have it, and there's so many other people you have inspired to do it. Well, I want to know, how do you juggle from, because I know one time you were telling me how much you watch TV so you could keep us up to date when in the acting classes. How do you juggle producing, directing, teaching, traveling, because you travel?
Yeah, I travel.
And then you also stay in touch with everybody on social media.
I know, right?
Like, really? Okay, I'm looking like, oh, but you do have,
I really have a doppelganger out there. Somebody else is kind of like a machine, and I just like feed her some cake.
Oh, God.
No, you know what the thing is? I pace myself. And I've learned to prioritize, and I've also learned to try to stay away from anybody who basically rains on my parade and makes me feel better. Because it really is draining.
That is so important, to make sure that you're around people who are really making you feel good about you and what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, look what you're doing right now. I'm so proud of you. I just have to see misty eye.
Oh.
I'm so proud of you right now.
Oh, thank you for being
and so
on the
it's
show.
so beautiful, and but look what you did.
Yeah.
It
But I was
takes a
inspi-
strong person.
I was inspired when I would come to the class, and I remember you telling me, Melody, work begot work. So if you out there making it happen, people are going to take notice of that. They want to be a part of that, and you want to be a part of that. So I remember all
It's
that.
energy. It's all energy. And so you ask how I get that done. I don't produce anymore because I don't like it. But in terms of, I try to just stay creative and try to stay centered. I meditate a lot. I do Pilates.
That makes
And
a
my
difference.
people feed me. Like I work like 6 hours straight when I'm teaching in the theater on Monday and Wednesday nights. And I only take a 10-minute break because I'm so inspired by all of my students. Yeah, I want to be I'm the Tony Robbins of actors, the acting
Celebrity
community.
actors, because
Yeah.
so
I got somebody that won an Emmy, and Carlos Pratt's won an Imaging Award for McFarlane USA.
that's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, these people, they're doing good. They're doing really good. And, back in the day, I was a manager, too. I started out in Brody's career, and I stopped managing right before he got on the OC. But he's been my student since he's 16 years old.
And it's really about continuing to go to class and take those classes.
Yeah, and just know what your value is.
Yeah.
And what you're contributing and what your gift is, and just really understanding where you fit in this industry. So a lot of actors, they're talented, they're so talented, but their package never matches their talent.
And that's so important. And that's something that you make sure that everybody get. That sets you apart, because when it's easy to go to an acting class or acting coach, but someone who really take the interest in what you're doing, like making sure that your pictures and your demo.
Well, I would be a fraud if I call myself a booking coach and nobody's booking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that would kind of be bad.
Yeah,
so I have an invested interest. And I tell everybody, when you get your award, don't just say my coach, you say my name.
Say your name.
Say my name.
Say my name.
Say my name. I knew I was going to do that.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Well, you know what? We're going to be right back with some
right.
more to talk about Odessa. And we actually have an actor here
Ooh.
today, that's going to actually talk to you and ask you a couple questions.
Ooh,
so you
I
can,
love questions.
Cool. And stuff like that. So,
I like it.
Yeah, we're going to be right back with more with Amy Linden. Welcome back, everyone. I'm super excited because guess what? We got Q&A right now with Amy Linden and our amazing actor, Dwight Ferguson. Did I say that right, Dwight?
Yes, you did.
Okay. So, Dwight, I want you to talk to Amy and ask her any question that you may have about booking or acting.
How you doing, Amy?
Very good. Nice to meet you.
Same here.
I feel like I'm in the hot seat. I have no idea what he's going to ask me.
Well, I wanted to ask
Yes,
you.
there still is a casting couch.
Wow, that's great.
No, I'm sorry. Okay, let's be serious.
What advice can you give me for as an aspiring actor?
Well, how aspiring are you?
Very aspiring.
You're not expiring. You're aspiring.
Right,
Well,
aspiring.
have you been training? These are questions that I ask people on what they're doing for their career, because there's a lot of people that say they want to be actors, but they don't understand that there's a business that goes with it.
Right.
And so, what are you currently doing for your acting career?
Well, I'm taking acting classes.
Okay, so you're doing scene study,
Yes.
and then what are you doing? What else?
I'm seeing an acting coach.
Okay.
So
You
I'm
mean
trying
you're
to.
dating them, or you're...
Going-
Okay, forget about that. All right. See, I got him.
See? Okay,
He's got it. Let's
Yeah.
loosen up, Dwight. Loosen up. All right. Maybe you should take an improv class.
With who you recommend for that?
Oh, well, let's not get
Okay,
into
okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
that's a whole list thing.
Whole list.
No,
Okay, go
whole
ahead.
list thing. What I would say to you is that you have to match your business to your talent. Otherwise, you're going to spin in class for many years, and then you're going to wonder why nothing's happening.
Right.
And so if you're not watching a lot of TV right now, you got to get watching and see who's got your job. Who has your job? And what kind of roles are they playing and on what kinds of shows? And then you have to match your photos to those kind of shows, because we're in a Snapchat society and
Right.
people, they don't have time to develop you. So in order to take you out of development, your photos need to match you, which matches your resume, which matches your demo reel, and then you become what is called a comprehensive package. Wow. And when you have a comprehensive package, you're out of development. So then it will inspire them, and if you don't have a demo, you should be submitting yourself. A lot of people, what the problem is that they stay in class too long.
Yeah.
Get out there, go get your feet wet, fall on your face a couple of times. Learn how to work a room, because you
Definitely.
can't learn how to work a room in a class. It's kind of too safe,
Absolutely.
Especially
You're
in
right.
scene study, where you bring in all your props and you get together a couple times a week, and it's kumbaya and everybody claps for each other, blah, blah, blah. That's not the real world, you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Like, I just saw this movie, Bleed for This, and Aaron Eckhart was at the DGA, and he said they shot the film in 24 days and there were no rehearsal. And that's the thing, everybody's used to rehearsal. No rehearsal.
So what do you think his type will be? Just looking at him, what show
Well,
could he?
you look mixed. Do you have Asian influence in you?
No, Spanish influence.
Do you speak Spanish?
I do.
You do? Are you fluent?
I speak
Well,
a
you
lot.
get fluent. There's a big Spanish market You can make a ton of money in commercials, which will subsidize your dramatic career. So I say get yourself a commercial agent first and just go from there. But I think that he looks like a firefighter. He looks like a cop. He looks like a teacher.
Yeah.
Like a professor. I feel like I'm a psychic right now. So in like 5 years from now, this is what's gonna happen for you. No.
Yes.
No, I mean, what do you usually play?
I can play just about anything. I can if I can be a
specific.
Jamaican. I can have the Jamaican accent.
Okay, so
I
you
can
do
speak-
dialects. That's good.
Oh, yeah.
So then when you shoot your demos or you go get some jobs for your demos, make sure that it showcases everything that is you.
Great. Well, thank you.
Something that we can understand. But definitely do like a gangbang. You could do a Spanish, gangbanger, like you're bringing what is it? Any Miami show? Because you look Cuban also.
Yeah.
You know.
Cuban.
I'm
Cubana.
Belizean. I'm from Belize.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that near Cuba? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you'll never catch me playing Pictionary.
And that'll also help him to know what type of film to watch, right? TVs to watch,
Yeah,
TV shows.
yeah. Agents and managers, they make money on TV. They don't make money on features. You could get your own films, and back your way into feature films. Get yourself like a name, But I say, make sure you have a demo reel that's you playing a cop or, I totally see firefighter, Anything in Chicago. Chicago MD, PD, Chicago Fire.
Yeah.
Were you born and raised in Belize?
Yes, I was born there. I came here when I was young.
Okay, because you don't have an accent.
It comes out when
You're drinking?
when I
Uh,
Because I'm
get.
from New York and it comes out when I'm drinking, you know what I'm saying?
Not when I'm drinking.
Well, you know what? I appreciate you so much, Dwight, for all your input on what you want to know from Amy and all that awesome dynamic stuff. And Amy, thank you so much for our Q&A.
Yeah, so now you know what to do.
You know what to
know
do,
what to
and
do.
most definitely make
Appreciate it. Thanks for the advice.
Yeah, you match that and get going on that. Put some money into your business. Because right now you just have a half a shoe in a shoe store.
Bam. So y'all,
Bam.
bam. After this commercial break, well, after these messages, we're going to be right back with some more with Amy Linden. Thank you, Dwight. I appreciate it so much.
Thank you.
You say you want a revolution.
We have like 40 series regulars.
Yes, and an Emmy winner.
Amy Linden.
The wonderful Amy. She's a very, very talented actor.
Hollywood's top booking coaches.
Celebrity booking coach.
Acting coach.
Writer, producer, director.
And she's an international booking coach.
She's an amazing actress.
Director, screenwriter, filmmaker. She does it all.
She created the Linden technique and wrote the book, the 15 guideline map to booking. It's a handbook.
Hey guys, thank you. You learned the 15 guidelines. I am so thrilled to share it with you and share it with the world. The Linden technique was something that I created to start the book. So many times we're so freaked out, we pick up the breakdown and we go, okay, on this line I'll be broken. And so then I'll cover that whole breakdown. All that doesn't matter if you don't know how to book a job. It's not about the amount of training, it's about your approach. It's about whether or not you're a champion. And I'm here to make you all into champions. Tell me how you feel. If you tell me how you feel, then I will understand you. The stronger your opinion, the stronger your point of view. Because if you know what you're doing each and every single moment, then we're gonna know what you're doing every single moment. It's whoever's gonna tell the best story is going to get the job. Hands down, they care about the result. Give them the result. My dream for you is that you have a fully realized emotional experience. If you do it, they'll see it. And you are short a book.
everyone, and welcome back. So I want to talk some more with Amy Linden about your 15 guidelines, because that was one of the things that you were just talking to our actor about what he needs. So let's talk a little bit about that.
Well, I am a booking coach. I'm not an acting teacher, but
Well,
some
you're a
people...
celebrity booking coach.
Well, thank you for saying that. Thank you for reminding me.
Yes,
'cause I kinda forgot for a
celebrity.
second. But anyway,
Okay.
so, but I'm one of the people, you know?
Yes.
So I can still keep my prices the same way it was when I started 20 years ago.
Oh, wow.
So, 'cause my father always said, you know, cater to the masses, not the classes.
Yeah.
You know? And I feel as an actor myself, I'm probably the only actor that's actually has 100 IMDb credits that teaches.
Wow.
Because there's a lot of coaches that have like 4 IMDb credits. It's like, how could you tell somebody how to book when you have no credits? But anyway,
That makes-
I digress.
And that make a difference too.
Yeah, it really does. So I teach this technique which will help you break down a script, because whoever tells the best story is going to get the job. So I'm like a Russian skating coach. I make sure that you don't get the bronze, you don't get the silver, you get the gold, which means you can't just be good, you can't just be great. You have to be brilliant, and you have to be at no question, especially if you have no credits. So no question actually means no question I have to have this person.
Yeah.
You understand? And so in order to have this person, that means everything has to be sharp. Your transitions need to be sharp, because I always say how you book it is not how you shoot it.
Yeah, that makes a big difference.
Because it always changes, and television always changes. I don't think I've ever shot it the way I've booked it.
But you know what? Being able to tell that story, because the writer wants someone who to be able to tell that story. Because if you can't tell that story, if you don't understand what the story is, you can't tell the story.
Exactly, and plus the fact, you know, they don't want you making all these grand old choices that has nothing to do with what their original intent was.
Because it's like you're trying to be seen when you're going to be seen if you make the right choice.
Exactly. So the right choice is to figure out what the writer wanted and really like think like a writer and just really read. One of the guidelines is like read it 10 times. Don't cast yourself in it. Watch it like it's a movie. Go frame by frame by frame by frame and understand what the other character is saying. And so guideline number 10 is, how do I hear what the other character says from my character's point of view? I mean, you can't fight with anybody unless you know where they're coming from. And so basically I'm really strong with my people. They actually like it because it makes them compete harder. I teach them how to compete in a competition, because that's what it is.
Wow.
It's a competition. And so that's why I have thousands of people booking all over the world.
And that,
all over the world.
That makes a difference, because if you don't really know who you are as an actor, then you really can't compete.
You can't compete if you feel like you don't have anything to say.
Yeah.
You have to have a voice, you know, and I say that to a lot of my kid actors, because I have like, my classes are mixed and they're all working actors, okay? Or working on being working actors, and they're all together from 12 all the way up to 65.
Wow.
And I say that to most of my teenagers, have a voice. Have a voice, stand up and be counted, because they're afraid they're gonna be too much. Well, you know, Academy Award winners are too much.
Yeah. And it's better
That's
to
what
be,
makes them Academy Award winners.
and it better be over the top than be too low.
Well, over the top in truth. What is the truth? What is
Yeah.
the exact truth that the writer intended? And so then you're in the room and the writer goes, oh my God, that person's playing exactly as I wrote it.
So what really inspired you to write the 15 guidelines? Like, was it because of your own acting career or what?
Well, I came out here, I had a lot of training. I trained in London, I trained with Stella Adler.
Oh, wow.
I trained at the Neighborhood Playhouse in New York City. I trained with Harry Master George. I trained with all the great people. I got a Bachelor of Fine Arts from Syracuse University. But all that means zilcho, nada, goose egg, zip when you can't book.
Wow.
What does it mean? What does it mean?
Well, you know, it do let people know you've been trained.
I know that. Well, I know. But if you don't know how to close the deal, it doesn't matter where you trained.
And is that
And
one
so
of-
that's where the technique came from. It was my technique.
to close it in, to bring it in?
To learn how to book.
Because
So
once you
all
book
those
it,
15 guidelines, I do them myself. Hey, trust me. I went on an audition a couple weeks ago and I didn't do my own guidelines. I felt it.
wow.
I even wrote that article about that stupid person on the couch. Remember that article? Mm-hmm. I said that stupid person, I was picking up that energy of that stupid person on the couch.
And you said
I didn't
don't
know why
pay-
she was there. But if I was doing my own guidelines, I wouldn't even noticed her.
Isn't
But I
that
didn't even do
amazing?
my own guidelines, so there you go.
But then that also lets you know to be able to tell us something else too.
Because I'm in the room with you. I know about all these casting directors. I understand. If they're talking too fast, too slow, not looking at you, their job is not to be a great actor. And so as actors, we pick up that energy and we're like, oh my God, they don't like us. They're reading awful. Well, if they acted with everybody that came in there, they'd be exhausted at the end of the day. And you can't see the person if you're acting with them.
Well, Amy,
so that's why they read it flat or they read it fast or they don't look at you. It's how they understand it.
wow. Well, you know, I appreciate you so much because today we not only learned so much, but you know, it was just so much fun.
I know, we got to sing.
We got to sing, you know, and do a little bit of stuff like
Yeah.
that. Well, I thank you so much for being on my show. It was a pleasure.
Love
it was
you, thank you.
It was like plump and pleasing, as I say.
Ah, I love that.
So hopefully we're gonna see, you know, some more clips and videos and a lot more about the 15 guidelines because you know
Absolutely.
I'm gonna make sure that I put some of that in so people
Yeah,
can
absolutely.
review
And you
all
know,
that.
you guys, I'm on demand, and you know, you use promo code Olympic Actor, and you can take 25% off of the lecture. And you can learn how to act wherever you are. You can learn how to book wherever you are in the world.
Yeah, wherever you are in the
You
world.
don't have to have me with you, but I'm sort of with you. I'm like in your living room or your office.
Yeah.
But you know,
that you're there.
that I'm there with you.
Yeah. So you all, thank you so much for tuning in to the Melody Trice Show. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.
That was amazing.